The first sound was the hum, low, mechanical, ceaseless. Juno Rel opened her eyes to darkness punctuated by cold blue lights. She was strapped to a steel chair, wrists raw against metal clamps, the weight of a neural jack still burning at the base of her skull. Her mouth was dry, her heart irregular. Where am I? Then she saw them, rows upon rows of capsules, suspended in transparent columns. Each pulsed faintly, glowing like bottled stars. Inside each capsule swirled something less than light and more than shadow. Fragments of lives, memories carved out and trapped for trade. And she remembered. This vault. It was hers. She had built it. Before she could stand, a shimmer ignited in front of her. A hologram, faceless, corporate, a voice distorted by static. "Juno Rel," it said, "your slate isn't clean. You sold pieces of yourself and now your debt is due. The vault rejects you. Reclaim what you gave away, or dissolve." The hologram flickered, and pain knifed through her skull. The reflection of her face in the steel floor split into 3 layered visages, herself at different ages, shifting and unstable. She gasped, clawing at her temples. She wasn't just losing memories, she was losing self. And then the whisper came, faint but undeniable. Debt must always be paid. The first dive felt like drowning. Juno staggered toward a capsule that pulsed erratically, brighter than the others. She touched it and was ripped backward, yanked into a memory she had buried in her marrow. Cold rain, collapsed rooftops, the stench of mold and burning rubber. She was 12 again, skin stretched thin over ribs, clutching a rusted knife too big for her hand. Her breath steamed in the dark, and there he was, Tavi, a boy her age, all wiry limbs and sunken cheeks. He smiled with the kind of faith children had no right to keep in a world like theirs. They had stolen scraps together, shared warmth under broken tarps, whispered stories about a tomorrow that never came. But then came the raiders, boots pounding on wet stone, a hand clutching Juno's arm, pulling her into shadows. A soldier's voice. "Where's the boy?" She remembered the choice. How her pulse pounded, how her stomach clenched at the thought of starving another night, how she whispered his hiding place, barely audible, enough for the soldier to grin and drag Tavi out. The scream. Tavi's wide, betrayed eyes, his hands reaching for her even as they pulled him away. Juno collapsed to her knees inside the memory, clutching her chest. The younger version of herself, the survivalist, stood before her, dirty-faced, knife still in hand. "You did it to live," the child spat, "and you felt relief when they took him instead." "Don't lie," Juno tried to reach for her, but the child's outline blurred into the rain, vanishing. Back in the vault, Juno convulsed. Her lungs heaved like she'd been underwater. The capsule flickered, and for a moment she swore she heard Tavi's scream echo through the steel corridors, still alive, still chasing her. She pressed a shaking hand to her forehead. If this was only the first memory, what horrors lay ahead? Behind her, another capsule began to glow, stronger, waiting,